Hello Americans, this is Bob Carpenter with comments on today's news for June 26, 2010. We have some alarming things to mention in today's news. In the United States of America, the state of Michigan, the town of Dearborn, Michigan, United States, part of the home of the brave and the land of the free, where the First Amendment to the Constitution is still the law of the land. The First Amendment gives people the freedom to speak in public what they want to speak. And 4 Christians were arrested in Dearborn, Michigan for talking to Muslims yesterday. And after they were taken away, they started talking to the Muslims. They were handcuffed and taken away, the report says. And after they were taken away, another group of Christians went outside the same festival where the Christians were talking to the Muslims and started passing out tracts, and they had another person taking video. That video is posted on the internet, and I'll give you the link to it in the credits at the end of this video. But within 3 minutes of them starting to pass out their tracts, about 10 police officers descended upon them and took them aside, took them in and photographed them and fingerprinted them and everything in a booth that they had set up there. The town of Dearborn, Michigan has rescinded the First Amendment for the people that reside or visit there. So if you're in or near Dearborn, watch what you say on the street. Your police chief is after you if you want to talk about things he doesn't approve of. Of course, this is, we're still free, right? Wrong. As we progress, I'm going to show you how we become a communist nation, and I'll give you evidence. Citizens' First Amendment rights were trampled by police officers who took an oath to support and defend the Constitution up there in Dearborn. And the Dearborn police have made themselves a domestic enemy of our Constitution. If you live in Dearborn, I would recommend that you start a move to recall your mayor and have the police chief fired and restore your rights to free speech up there. As for me, I won't visit your fine city because I expect to exercise my rights wherever I go because I'm an American citizen and I have been to war in order to protect those rights. Secondly, the NRA, that mammoth gun rights organization that committed treason against its members last year by supporting the Veterans Disarmament Act, which enables psychiatrists to rescind the right of veterans that are diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder from owning firearms. The Second Amendment to the Constitution of the United States guarantees that their rights to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed, quote unquote. Their right is infringed. The NRA is at it again. They made a backroom deal with Congress to be exempted from the Disclosure Act that passed by a narrow margin yesterday, and this tramples Americans' First Amendment rights and was passed by a vote of 217 to 206. Representative John Boehner commented on this by saying that now the NRA are big defenders of the Second Amendment to the Constitution, the right to bear arms. But yet they think it's all right to throw everybody else under the table so they can get a special deal while requiring everyone else to comply with all the rules outlined in this bill. And frankly, said Boehner, I think it's disappointing. Senator Mitch McConnell said, if there's one thing Americans loathe about Washington, it's the backroom dealing to win the vote of organizations with power and influence at the expense of everyone else. Just as it wasn't the Democrats' money to offer the health care debate, free speech isn't theirs to ration to those who play ball. It's a right guaranteed by our First Amendment to all Americans, McConnell said. Folks, this is 2 times in less than a year that the NRA has supported Congress in denying the basic constitutional rights of the people. My suggestion is that you do as I did. Don't vote for the NRA. Cancel your membership. All 4 million of you. It's obvious that if you support the NRA, you are supporting the shredding of our Constitution, which protects you from such abuses of the government. Thank you.